It was in the news, I saw it in the news. What are the odds that you saw it too? What are the odds? What are the odds? Hey, Tony P, what are the odds?
Bow, here we go again. We are back with another episode, Tony P. Oddcast. It's weird, wacky news from around the world. Starring me, Tony P. It's me, you know what that means. It must be Tony P. Oddcast. Oh, that song, that voice you heard before mine was Greg Klima. You can check him out at klima.com, K-L-Y-M-A, and you can find me at TonyPHenderson.com. Yeah, let's do it. Let's chat about stuff. Y'all, I was at Target last week. I got smart. Yeah, it was last week. It was Friday. And I got smart because the past couple times I went to Target, I went on like Saturday, and that's stupid. You should never do that. Like, unless you have a Target emergency. And by Target emergency, I mean like you need something from like the pharmacy or something. Because otherwise, just don't do it. Like it's crowded. There's people there. It's just a madhouse. But I went on Friday, so it wasn't too bad. And I was out of sparkly water. Yeah, I like a little bit of sparkly water. I try my best not to drink sodas. I certainly don't keep sodas in the house, although I've been doing a bad job of getting them while I'm out. So instead, I get a little sparkly water. I was on the LaCroix train for a while. A lot of people make fun of that. And then my buddy Mike got me on the Waterloo. Let's talk about the sparkly water. Another funny story. This is a funny story within a funny story. I had my groceries delivered. Don't judge me. And I noticed my regular lemon lime sparkly water just tasted kind of different. Something was off. But I was out of town for a couple of weeks, and I took some time off for the holiday. I was like, maybe it's just me. What's going on? Well, as I was drinking it, come to find out. Matter of fact, I was holding a can, talking to somebody, and I said, this Waterloo tastes kind of different. And as I looked at it, I realized it was a LaCroix. I don't like the lemon lime LaCroix. I like the lemon lime Waterloo. I like the lemon LaCroix. Write all that down. Get it straight. So anyway, that's what brings me to Target. That and a few other things. I need some Waterloos. I want the lemon lime, the lime Waterloo. That's the one I like in the green box. So I go, they don't have the green box, but they're on sale. Everything except the one I want. Okay. Now's the time to try some. They're on sale. Let's try. Let's get a little crazy. Well, the aforementioned Mike, who turned me on to Waterloo, seemed to or spoke highly once of the grape. So like, you know what? I'm going to try the grape. That sounds good. Does it taste like grape soda? Yeah, that might be pretty good. But just in case it doesn't, let me get one that I already know and love in the pink box. That's the strawberry. The strawberry Waterloo, pretty good. Pretty good. So I'll try a new one. I'll get the one I really like. I'll get a few other things I'm checking out. I really feel like the dude at the cash register gave me a weird look. I don't know. He seemed nice enough, but I was like, maybe he's looking at me weird. I don't know what's going on with this. So I bring my waters into the house. Pretty excited. Like I let them get nice and cold. You can't drink those room temperature. They're already kind of as is. Room temperature is gross. Let them get nice and cold. I like a nice, cold, sparkly water, man. Hits the spot. So I go to the pink box, the strawberry, the one I already knew I liked because that's what I was in the mood for. And I look at the box. Apparently, it's a different pink, and it was watermelon. I didn't even know they made watermelon Waterloo, although that's sounds pretty good. And then I thought back, and I was like, oh no. Did I really just buy the grape and watermelon Waterloos? Man. Was the dude really laughing at me? Is this what we're doing? Now, some of you may be listening and saying, so what? So what about grape and watermelon? Why is that an issue? And you're good people. It's not an issue. It shouldn't be an issue. And some of you are like, man, really? Yeah, really. So I got a message from my friend Ryan, who hosts the One Board Family podcast. I think I've been on the show. Yeah, I have been on the show. I've also played board games with the One Board Family. It's a cool show, man, and some cool products. If you like board games, check them out. It's a family-friendly show. They talk about board games. They talk about board games as it relates to playing with your spouse and your children and your friends. And it's a good show. I've also been on it. But besides that, all that aside, even if I wasn't on it, before I was on it, it was a good show. So check them out. So anyway, Ryan reached out to me. He was like, hey, man, I was listening to Tony P. Oddcast. And I was like, so you're the one. Cool, thanks. And he said, this story, I listened to your story, reminded me of this story. So he sent it to me. So here we are. She who smelt it, dealt it. So that's it now. I do one story about farts, which I was apprehensive, but it's I don't pick the news. The news comes to me. And now we're in this cycle because I did a fart story and he's like, oh, this reminds me of this other fart story, and this fart story may trigger someone else's fart story. And that's the show now. That's it. It's Tony P. FARTcast. It doesn't even make sense, but that's what we're doing. In recent months, the 90 Day Fiancé star Stephanie Matto has become an unexpected TikTok star after documenting her unconventional business. Selling jars of farts. This lady sells fart jars. According to the TikTok video, the TLC reality star sometimes makes $45,000 in 1 week by selling fart jars. Okay. The only way, what I have to tell myself to keep my brain from exploding, the only way I will accept that this is reality is if the fart jars cost 45 grand a piece. I definitely know there's like one weirdo out there, one weirdo that would spend like 50 grand on a fart jar, like some prince in Egypt or something with ridiculous amounts of money. Sure. Fine. I can accept that. But are they like $100? I'm not doing the math, but that's a lot. Like, are there tons of people buying this stuff? Uh-oh. After a recent health scare, Stephanie is changing up her business plan. In an interview with the content sourcing agency Jam Press, Stephanie opened up about her recent hospitalization that she claims was the result of her steady diet of gas-inducing beans and eggs. Maybe she had a heart problem. That's what the other story was this dude was like worked at a law office or something in England, had a heart problem. The medication he was taking gave him farts. Well, this woman apparently is eating nothing but beans and eggs and had a health scare. Now, I'm not going to make fun of her health scare. I don't know. I have no idea who this lady is. I vaguely heard of 90 Day Fiancé, but I hope she's doing all right. I hope she's doing well. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know her business and her allergies and what she has going on. I feel like a health scare and hospitalization is a bit extreme for eating some eggs and beans. But what do I know? I'm not a doctor. According to her, I thought I was having a stroke and that these were my final moments. All right, I'm going to laugh at that because she didn't have a stroke. She's still alive. I can laugh at this. I was overdoing it, she told the outlet. It was made clear that what I was experiencing wasn't a stroke or heart attack, but very intense gas pains. I was advised to change my diet and to take a gas suppressant medication, which has effectively ended her business. Y'all, I've never had a stroke or a heart attack, but I feel like I would know the difference than bean gas. Like, however, no, not however. Well, guys, I'm confused. I'm confused on this one. How much beans and eggs was she eating? And like going back to the British thing, isn't that like an English breakfast or something? Ew, just ew to all of this. I was in a good mood when I started this recording, and now I'm just grossed out and upset. In an Instagram post earlier this year, Stephanie offered her loyal customers some hope. She said, so by now you may have caught wind that I'm retiring from the fart jar business soon and branching out into the digital world of NFTs. My NFT fart jar collection has launched and is available to mint. You know what? I don't judge what people are into. I really don't. Like what you like, man. If it makes you happy, you get a little bit of joy, then do that. Have that joy. However, I'm here to say now, anybody that has purchased a fart jar, not even hers, any fart jar and or an NFT fart jar collection, I don't like you. I don't. I dislike you. I don't wish you harm, but we're not hanging out anytime soon. We have nothing in common. We're not going to have fun together. Because inevitably it's going to come on. Man, what'd you get for Christmas? Oh, a fart jar? And then I'm just going to leave. For those questioning Stephanie's farting business, yeah, why did this take that long to get into it? For those questioning Stephanie's farting business, you are not alone. In recent weeks, many users criticized the gig, which forced the reality star to address the judgment. I'm not clicking that link. I don't want to hear how she addressed the judgment. In a TikTok video, she wrote, people judging me for selling my jarred farts, then not knowing I've made over $100K and own a beautiful home and multiple cars. Hold on now. What did it say? 45 grand. Sometimes makes 45 grand in a. So it says here, sometimes she makes 45 grand in a week. And now she's saying I've made $100K. So she just have 2 good weeks of fart jar sales. Is that what's going on there? Also, I don't care how many cars you have. That's stupid. It's not even her that's stupid. It's the people that buy them that's stupid. But also, I maybe you don't know what 100K looks like, but I promise you, 100K is not a beautiful home and multiple cars. It also doesn't hurt that she was in a reality show and does a ton of other stuff. She also defended herself over backlash that her product is a ripoff. Oh, okay. All right. Now, okay. So I just got excited because I want to know how much they are. When you take into account the cost of shipping and handling, it's a jar. Ship that mofo media mail or something. It's like $2. The amount of food I have to eat in order to produce the farts. How do you do a blank stare in an audio podcast? The amount of energy and exertion it goes into. See, now, just don't, why over-explain it? Just be like, yeah, I fart in a jar. Leave it at that. Don't try to make it more than it is. Oh, man, you got to take into account. Already, I'm done. So she says here, the amount of energy and exertion it goes into creating those farts, the flower petals that go into the fart jars, which then capture the scent. And also every single fart jar comes with a handwritten note. Oh boy, well, never mind. My bad. I didn't mean to judge the level of work that goes into this, considering there's a handwritten note. And this is her argument. I'm done. Okay, we're almost done here. Time equals money, Stephanie continued. So when you total up everything, all of the effort and the natural resources that go into creating this once-in-a-lifetime product, then it really is a good deal when you think about it. Just stop. Why are you continuing on? Now, I will say, to be fair to this lady, you don't have to defend yourself. Just, man, you do a thing. Don't over-explain it. Don't explain yourself. If people are willing to buy it, then people are willing to sell it. It's simple as that. But when you go into, well, let me tell you, man, you don't understand the work. I do understand the work. I farted before. It was easy.